Okay, so let's try a correlation. Again, you're going to click on the Analyze menu, and look at that. There's a little submenu called Correlate. So that's pretty simple. And because we are going to be doing bivariate correlations or correlations between two variables, we're going to click Bivariate. And again, that brings up the same menu there. And I went ahead and preloaded this. So we are going to be looking at the correlation between age, if folks are polyamorous, their self-reported health, and the level of social support that they're reporting. So these are all scale level data, which means we're going to be doing a Pearson correlation. And we do want it to flag significant correlations for us, which is the p-value thing. Clicking on options, we don't need the averages or the standard deviations right now or the covariances. And we're going to ask it to exclude cases pairwise instead of listwise. So if it was listwise, that means anytime that someone didn't answer one of these questions, it would not include it in any of these. Whereas pairwise, it'll only exclude it when that was a necessary response to that specific correlation, if that makes sense. And I've already pasted this syntax, and so I'll show it to you in just a bit. But let's click OK and run the correlation. So you can see it did that quicker, I think, because here above I was asking it to make a pie chart, so it took a second. But that correlation went nice and smooth, and you can see here is that the perfect correlations of age and age, relationship style and relationship style, etc. So when we clean this chart up for the paper that we're writing, we're not going to include all these messy bits, and it's going to look a lot neater than this. Because here it is telling us the significance, which is the p-value. So, wow, look at that. Age and relationship style was significantly correlated. Let's see, health is not significantly correlated with age, but age and social support were significantly correlated with one another, which is interesting. So, what do you think about these results? Does this table make sense to you? It is automatically giving those little flags, so the 2 asterisks mean that it is significant at the 0.01 level. And then to show you all the syntax, this is the syntax it pops out. So we could also write this by hand, but you are activating the data set, which you just do the one time, the first time you do a statistical test that day or that session. And then you're telling it to run a correlation using these variables, and we asked it for a two-tail significance, and we asked it to delete pairwise. So that's what that syntax looks like. And if I were to do an oopsie in here, like maybe an extra period, you can see that you can tell that something's wrong because it's not the pretty colors, right? Or if I did that, it's saying, oh, did you mean this? So it has those helpful features too. And from here to run it, you just highlight the portion you want to run, and you click Run Selection, and you get that same exact answer.